Beautiful souls, welcome, welcome. Whether you're tuning in from Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, I am so happy that you're here. If you're new here, hello, I am Lassyfly, and this is our sacred space where we dive into the magic of the universe together. Um, Before we get started, please just take a second to click that like button, follow if you haven't already, and subscribe over on YouTube so you never miss a session. As always, I'm going to be kicking this off with a collective reading so we can see what we need to know right now. And then we will dive into our ancestral healing topic. So settle in, take a deep breath, drop a magical emoji in the comments so I know that you are ready. And let's get into it. I'm just going to take a second to share. Hello. How are you, Jamisha? Hi, Jiwi. So we're going to be talking about ancestral healing today. I am a certified ancestral healer. Let me just share this really quickly, and then we will see what the collective reading is. And then I also channeled a message, so we will see if anybody else has anything that they want to add. I would love that. I wish I could highlight the comments on Instagram. For some reason, it doesn't let me, but only YouTube and Instagram or Facebook. But thank you so much for commenting, because nobody really ever comments on Instagram. I could just see people, so thank you for that. I love it. How are you? I believe you read cards too, cousin. If you ever want to come on and do some collective readings together, that would be fire. I would be down for that. I don't know if you read often, but I remember hearing you say you read or post about it or something. I can't remember. Okay. So I can share that. Dang it. I clicked the wrong thing away. Sorry. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, I shared it. My husband just shared it. Thank you, baby. All right, let me, oops. No, what did I just try to do? I don't know what I just tried to do. All right, let's see. The ratings together. Oops, I clicked on myself. All right, so let's see. What do we need to know? Today is Mercury Day? It's Wednesday? I believe it's Mercury Day. Yeah, because tomorrow's Jupiter. So today's Mercury Day. Right. Let's see. What do we need to know? Well, we have some Cancer energy, oh, that's not right. You didn't mean to give me all those, did you? Let's see. Oh, well, okay. We'll take them. That's a bunch. We got a bunch. We'll just take them. Oops, no, I want the bottom of the deck too. Ooh, oh. They got both. Oh my God, and that's me and my husband. So I am a Libra rising. No, I'm a Libra sun, Scorpio rising. Right here we have King of Chalices. This is my card. Bottom of the deck, my husband, Queen of Chalices, Gemini sun, Cancer rising. So we got our emotions right here coming out. And this is completion, really. It's about having them really like in check, if anything, because you've already mastered so much. This is also like killer whale energy right here. So this is definitely like being guided. This is like emotional intelligence, family intelligence, loving with your whole heart and your soul, but also being able to enforce your boundaries, which is so important. Where this king is, more of the manta ray. I think that's a manta ray or a manatee. I don't know what those are exactly, but it's like the flat little, I don't know. I seen it when I went to Marine World or Six Flags. But they're both holding these chalices. He has, his is just more like there, but she's cupped it in both of her hands. And he is more of like emotional balance and self-awareness, which makes sense because there's the Libra scales right there. But it's like being guided by your intuition, but also being able to predict like outcomes because you are being able to intuitively perceive things, with this balance. Sometimes when you're unbalanced, you can't really tap into things without like emotion that is not grounded in the present moment. It's more of like anxiety of like future, or even like it could be depression of like past. So this is more being balanced, more being in the present moment. So using your intuition, using your emotion, but being really firm in your boundaries, because these emotions, like, they're mastered emotions. It's the king and the queen. So going forward, this is the whole energy of that new earth energy. It's that new paradigm that we were talking about yesterday, where we are letting go of fear and we're choosing love. So this is more of choosing that, knowing that you're balanced. You don't have to be so much into the future, and you don't have to be into the past. You're fully able to embody the present right now, the current moment, so that you can create, which we have this 9 of chalices coming out for us. This is the Pisces, this is moon energy. And there's like so much magic happening. Look at the background. If I had my black light, it would be so much better, because this is meant to be used with the black light. My husband bought me this deck. But like there are these beautiful dolphins behind. It's just, she's basking in her energy and in this music. It's finding this creative outlook. It's finding the magic, but sharing your voice with the world, letting it inspire others, because you are magic. So it's tapping into that, sharing that part of you. You've mastered these emotions. You're intelligent, you are able to set these boundaries, but you're so grounded in love. So share that voice, inspire others to do the same. This is all about what is happening tonight. This is all about ancestral healing. We have to heal ourselves, because not only do we heal ourselves, but we heal our past, and we heal our present, and we heal our future. So this is finding creative outlets, ways to share our voice with the world. Your voice is so important and so valuable. Your story matters. You matter. Share that shit. Let it speak, whether it makes people uncomfortable or not. That's what they said yesterday when I channeled. I don't give a damn who's uncomfortable. Share your voice, your frequency. It is a part of this symphony of the universe. Share your vibration. We also have this beautiful ass energy coming out with more water. This is the page. Here we are, we're by this waterfall, and this is like creation. This is manifestation. This is you knowing that this is
new energy coming out for you. But valuing and honoring yourself. Look at that. You have your blueprint right there with you. You have everything that you need. You're filling your cup. You're over there at that waterfall filling your cup with this magic. You even have this magic right there next to your bag. But it's pouring in affection, attention, rejuvenating that creative spark that they were just talking about, filling your soul, sharing your voice, finding these creative outlets. So here you are doing that under this waterfall. You're giving yourself the love that you are worthy and deserving of. Fall in love with yourself. It will reflect in your reality. Like the things that we experience, the people that we experience, some of the situations that we experience, they are not always ours, which is very much what we're going to be talking about today too. Like some of the things that we are experiencing are lessons that are being brought over from our ancestors, somebody in our bloodline who could very much carry this, and it is your pattern to break, your curse to break. They couldn't do it, but you can, even if you don't realize that that's what you're here to do. When I took my course for the training, like that was literally one of the things that they were talking about was like, we can have these things that we hold on to that we don't even know are ours. Like the woman that they used as the example, she was having like emotional fears of abandonment and stuff. And she's like, well, I don't know why. Like, my parents are still together. Like, I've never had anybody just like abandon me. Well, it came from one of her like great aunts or something who was abandoned in her relationship. Her husband just dipped out on her, and that very much went into the I don't know what part of the great granddaughter, whoever she was, but it like carried off into her DNA, and she was just like terrified of being abandoned by a partner. And that wasn't something that she was even, like I said, experiencing in her immediate family. She didn't even know this aunt, but doing her ancestry and stuff, she found that out. Like, oh shit, he left her. So that's very much what is, could be happening. So that they're saying, like, take the time to nourish yourself, to fill your cup, to pour into yourself, because it is what is needed, and it is also going to be healing for everybody else. Everybody else is going to benefit from it around you. Where did that card go that I just... We have the Ace of Chalices as well, and this is you preparing yourself. You have everything. Look at that. You have all the tools. There is nothing that you lack. Every 1313, Hi, Soulful Cherries. Thanks for joining. There is nothing that you lack, okay? Everything is already within you. You just have to remember it. So this is you preparing yourself emotionally, getting yourself ready. You're over here at your waterfall. You're filling your cup. You're getting yourself, rejuvenated. You're putting your voice out there. You got your emotions and everything in check. You're getting balanced and everything. So you're doing all the right shit that you need to do to take care of you, to go forward, because you are quite literally on a journey. This is a never-ending journey. It's like that movie, The Never-Ending Story. It doesn't end. Even when you think there's death, it's a new beginning. So you are preparing yourself. And they're asking you to dream big, because you have everything it takes. Everything that it takes. So they're like, I want you to dream big. You got your water. You got your crystals. You got, your gold, your pearls, all the different things that are here. So they're saying, like, dream big, If it's love that you're longing for, fill your cup first with love. Love yourself. Fall in love with yourself. That family that you want to create. It's coming, they're saying, you know, but it has to be filled with meaningful experiences. You have everything that it takes. So start to give yourself meaningful experiences. They were saying in the cards the other day, be open to dating. And what I say, date yourself, fall in love with yourself, treat yourself, because you are worthy of that. You are worthy of meaningful experiences. This is why they're giving you this king and queen energy. Motherfuckers need to rise up to the occasion, because that is who you are. You are both the king and the queen, and you deserve to be treated as such. And if they're not willing to, bye, off with their heads, because not me. You know, you're going to treat me the way I am supposed to be treated. And it is nothing less, because I am the motherfucking from the divine, and so are you. But we forget that. We forget who we are and where we come from. We forget, oh God, I am the gods. I am the goddesses of this earth. 1555 when I said that. You know, changes are coming. But right now we have to do things. We have this Four of Chalices, and this is in reverse, you know? So this is Cancer energy. This is Neptune energy. This is us becoming aware. We're aware that it's hard for us sometimes to control these emotions, and they're so intense. And it drowns us. They're like, let go. Because why are you holding on? Because in the upright, like, you're literally drowning, but they're like, why are you holding on? Like, you don't need to be a victim. You're the hero. You're the king. You're the queen. They're like, once you remember who you are, nobody's even buying it, because that's not even what you believe. So stop holding on to these things that are overwhelming you, that are literally drowning you. These emotions that are holding you down. They don't belong to you. You know, that's exactly what emotions are. Energy in motion. They're not meant to be held on, even if they're good emotions. Emotions are tools. You got all your tools right here. But they're not meant for you to hold on to. Even in the video games, this is a video game. Once this ammo's done, what do? You drop it and you pick up another fucking gun, and then you keep going. Or your medicine bags, or your whatever they are, your little XP points, whatever they are. But, you know, it's not an infinite supply. I mean, sometimes cheat codes and stuff like that, but they're not meant to be held on. You can experience them in many different ways, through different people, do different things, but they're not meant to be held on to. And so they're asking for you to start over. Every moment, every minute is a new beginning, is a new chance. Jump. This is air energy. The Fool, you know, they're telling you, take a fucking leap. Believe in yourself. Look, that's your higher self, literally. They're like nudging you. They're telling you, don't you know who you are? Don't you remember? Believe in yourself. Believe in your ideas. Where was it at? Get creative. Share your voice. Share your song. Inspire others. Take that leap. They're literally, oh, I'm going to cry. They're literally telling you, like, I'm not going to let you fucking fall. You cannot fail at this. I will not allow it. They're telling you, like, there's so much transformation in this card. There's so much beauty. There's the rainbow. There's, like, they're not going to allow you to fall. You just have to believe in yourself. They already believe in you. They already know what you're capable of. Hi, princess. I love you. Thank you for joining. They're not going to let you fall. This is the age of the Aquarius. This is all about you stepping into your power, your creativeness, and sharing it. Authenticity. Choose you. Fucking jump. All you're gonna do is fly. But you get scared. We hold ourselves back. But they're telling you they wanted you to jump. You know? This is supposed to be one of the happiest cards. You know? But more air, more water. Aquarius, what did I just talk about? It's the age of the Aquarius. We get so lost, we get so caught up in outside things, and that's what they're saying is like we're so caught up. We lose ourselves in this limelight and the distraction, you know, of clout. And they're like, I want you to find yourself again. This is where that king and queen energy come back in. Master these emotions, find yourself, retrace those steps, come back to you, come back to your higher self. Take a leap. You don't have to be anybody but you. 21 when I said that. The angels are fucking numbering. You don't have to be anybody else but you. Share your song. Share your light. It's what you came here for. What else do we need to know? This is how we heal. We stand in our authenticity. We be who we came here to be. You are literally your ancestors' manifestation, their prayers. 2202 when I said that. You are the change. You are the voice that was taken. 2211. Stand in your fucking power. You are here at this exact time for a reason. 2222. Don't forget who you are. What they're banking on. Stand in your power. Fix your crown, queen. Fix your crown, king. See? What do you want us to know? See? They already know. They already know. Trickster. You know, the ego. Access. This is all about, what was I just saying? Like us being so stuck in, you know, outside things, what other people are thinking of us, you know, or who has what material things, how many likes did we get, how many followers do we have, you know, feeling trapped, running from things, running from fear, literally caught in a fucking web, can't even get out. It's like being stuck in these unhealthy attachments, these temptations, these material things, these addictions, all of these things that keep us outside of ourselves, looking, convinced that we're powerless, that we're not worthy. I'll just settle for this. No. They're like, you've been stuffing yourself down and you've been hiding yourself. You've been giving your power away. You've been dimming your light. They're not happy about this. They're literally calling you out. They're like, this shit needs to be seen, it needs to be felt, and it needs to be healed. and you are the one to do it. They're calling you out. They're saying that this could even represent depression. So if somebody's depressed, if somebody's going through some shit right now, they're like, if you want something different, then maybe you need to do something different. They're like, look beyond these temporary happinesses, these vices that you use. If you need help, they're like, get it. Because some of us couldn't do it. Be the change. That's why we chose you. That's why you're here. Don't let them trick you. That's how they keep your power. That's how they keep you trapped in the web. Free yourself. That's what you're here for. 21. The ancestral force. And what are we here talking about? Ancestral healing. This is literally completion. You are the one to complete this. They know you are capable of all that they were not able to accomplish or could not. They're literally telling you, be proud. 2626, celebrate yourself. Like, you're so worthy and well-deserved of wholeness. They bring you back to that Fool card. Take a leap. You're protected. You are safe. You are love. And they're letting you know it is safe to be safe. They're like, whatever it is that you want to do, baby, we have your back in full force. Embrace new opportunities. Jump. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. They're like, if you haven't already, open up. And if you're closed off, open up. Allow more people in, but the right people. Use your intuition and your discernment. But some of these connections can very much be needed. So allow yourself to open up. There could be a lack of connection, and that's why. They're like, somebody could even be feeling like unfulfilled. And this is why you need to be able to open yourself up. What are you preventing yourself from seeing or even experiencing? Open yourself up. Bottom of the deck, the circle goddess. Nope, the goddess circle. Wheel of change. This is like the wheel card. And the seasons have just changed. We are now in spring. New Year is almost here. April Fool's, New Year's. Real, true New Year's. But they're saying, like, there's a season for everything. And this is your season for abundance. They just gave us that card yesterday. We had so much abundance coming in with the seasons changing. And that's exactly what they're telling you. So much. You have so many goddesses in here. They're like, this is so much coming to you. 10, that's completion. And we just had the ancestral completion. Oh, I forgot to tell you the angel numbers. 15, 21, 10. So if you haven't already, they're like, you're about to receive some really good fucking news. Things are changing for you. Things are about to get real good. And they're like, we already told you. It's safe to be safe and it's safe for you to celebrate. So they want you to celebrate. You deserve it. Because you've done so much, even when you feel like you can't even go on anymore. Or what am I really doing? You're doing it. They're telling you, like, rejoice right now, like in this moment. You are the moment. How fucking powerful is that? 3113, that's a fucking mirror. Look at yourself. You are the moment. You are the magic. You are all of it. You are the moment. So celebrate. It's your time. Jump. Trust yourself because you are the moment. This is your time. You are nothing but supported. You're being pushed. They want you to be open. They're like, so much change is on the way. It's scary, but it's such a beautiful thing. And they're like, this is literally going to be expansion. This is going to be evolution. This is going to be revolution. Be open to this change. But they're like, let go of all of the things that are not serving you. That's people, that's places, that's those addictions, that's those beliefs, the things that you hold on to. What did we talk about yesterday in the new paradigm? Shifting all of that, letting go of the fear, choosing love, choosing yourself, taking the risk. They're literally pushing you off the fucking cliff. You are the fool, but they're supporting you. The wheel is changing in your favor. What was I just saying the other day? They literally said things are changing. Wealth is about to be changing. People who have not had wealth are very much about to be experiencing it. Things are shifting. That new paradigm is here. The healers, 33, as I said that. The healers, they're it now. And they are what is needed. And the universe is very much about to provide for you. 3344 when I said that. Your ancestors, they're like, you're worthy and deserving of this. This is your time. So whatever obstacles you think there are, no. They say get out of that. You're your own blockage. Quit telling yourself that. They're literally saying this is your season and everything happens for a reason. But this is your season. Abundance is here. Free yourself from the webs, things that you do to hold yourself back. Because things are changing and in the most beautiful way. You are so supported. Root water, 28, breaking down to 10. highly sensitive. And that's what I was just saying with the whole king and queen, our emotions, this is more emotions. There's that fucking frog. Sorry, I've been getting frogs lately. It's a spiritual sign for me. I just noticed that frog. Gratitude. Things are so emotional. 1 minute you can be like giggling, and then the next minute you're just like screaming and bawling your eyes out, and you're having a full-on fucking panic attack, and you're just like, I don't understand. Literally 2 minutes ago, I was just in the best mood. There's so much happening. And this is exactly why we need to be able to master our emotions. This is why we need to know ourselves and know our energy, so we can let go of what isn't ours and what doesn't belong to us. A lot of us are empaths. They also don't want us to take anything so seriously. Like, literally, they just gave me Linktr.ee, Don't Take Life So Serious. I fucking love that song. So don't take life so serious. Literally. It's a game. You just are here to have fun. Like, literally, they're nudging you. That's what they're saying. Like, we want you to have joy. We want you to, find yourself. Find the things that are able to let you share your voice, your creative outlets. Find those parts of yourself again and share them. Nature, being out in nature can very much trigger these things for you and help you. So if you're being called to step outside, go outside, then do that. Like sun codes, freaking A, man. Maybe even being around water. I don't know if it's raining where you're at, but it's like weather was like really fucking hot yesterday here in California. It was like 90 fucking degrees, it felt like. And all of a sudden it was like supposed to be raining. I don't think it's rained yet, but it's like cold as fuck now compared to yesterday. So, there's a lot changing, and that could also affect our moods and things. But if it is, something that you're able to do, permitting your weather, then get outside, spend time in nature, ground yourself in nature. We are abundant in nature, and your ancestors are asking you to do that. They also said that this could be a sign for you that there could be new love coming with this emotion. This could be romantic, or even just good news coming, which we did just have that bottom of the deck with the goddess circle and them saying that good news. If you haven't already received it, this is more confirmation that good news could be coming, or even new love could be coming. But that new love could be good news. But this 28 breaks down to 10, which is more completion. So, honoring your feelings, finding creative outlets to express yourself, but taking advantage of creativity. So whatever it is, they're asking for you to create. Whatever that looks like for you, there is no right or wrong, so however, whether that be, like I said, going out into nature, or just actually like creating art, dancing, whatever. Express yourself. We also have this 34, which is breaking down to 7. This is creature of air. This is speed. This is snake energy. This is the year of the snake. This is you in that rainbow energy. That's that new earth energy, that new paradigm, being highly driven. Like chariot almost, I would say, maybe even Knight of Swords, but like being in motion. You're running toward it. Don't be afraid. Run toward it. Run toward your desires, your passions. It's also like making me feel like slow. Maybe somebody needs to slow down. Maybe you're heading at things too fast and they're like, whoa, you kind of need to stop. You need to slow down and make sure that you are checking in with your intuition, using your discernment, because they're like, sometimes you have decisions to make and you also have things that you need to say, but you don't make the right decisions and you don't always say the right things because you're so quick. Slow down. They want to make sure that your passion and your confidence is clear, so slow down. But definitely run toward what it is that you're trying to create, what you're trying to do. But make sure you're slowed down enough that you're able to tap into that intuition, use that discernment, make the right choices, but also make sure you are speaking your truth, sharing your truth. Don't leave things out because, oh, somebody's going to not like that or whatever. Or, oh, I was in such a hurry, I didn't get to say all that. I had to just cut it down and make it short. No. They're also saying, that's probably for me. If it resonates for you, take it, because I see that shit. I'm always, they're saying that if somebody is coming at you, you don't have to, attend every fight that I'm invited to or that you're invited to. Yeah, we got the sword, but we don't got to leap every time. Not everything and not everyone is worthy of that energy and that power. So we don't have to give it to them. And sometimes not communicating is the best thing. They're like, there's a difference between being assertive and being arrogant. So, okay. I don't have to be so assertive all the time. But they're also saying, some of our ancestors, they were not always great communicators. And this is why we must heal going forward. This is why they're saying that we must respect our truth, but also the truth of those around us as well. So, yeah, if we are feeling like, we need to always have the last word, or that we have to, be rude to others. We don't, some shit's just not even worth it. But also, sometimes just choosing silence. Anything else we need to know? All right, let's see. Hi, Sophie. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Ah, that's so funny because your name just showed up, and then what the fuck? My mom is everywhere. Hakate. She was sending me owls, and she also sent me that frog. Seven energy. So this is very much going within you know, and knowing, like in the other cards we're saying, we lack nothing. Everything is already in us. So going in and knowing your inner truth, standing in your truth. They were just saying sharing your truth, but also everybody else's truth if they are sharing that. So tap into your inner truth. Actually, at the bottom of the deck, literally claim your power. Claiming your power is your inner truth. Like, it is your truth. So make sure you are honoring yourself. Literally, red door opportunity. Every moment that you have the opportunity to stand in your power, to be authentically you, to express your inner truth, to stand in your inner truth, like, take those opportunities. Literally, even that bee reminds me, like, high vibrational energy. You know, they don't even have wings necessarily. They fucking levitate. Bees are so amazing. You know, they're so magical, and it's high vibrational frequencies. So standing in your power, claiming your power is high vibrational. Knowing your inner truth and tapping into that is high vibrational. 16, 25, and 7. Think that how that resonates. Those are your angels numbers. Sacred boundaries. They were talking about boundaries earlier too. Setting them boundaries, standing firm in your boundaries. People pleasing is not love, it's fear. Stand in your fucking boundaries. I don't care what they say, how they try to make you feel. If that's your boundary, don't let them cross it. And if they do, cut them off. They already gave you that sword. Not everybody's worth the battle, but if you crossing boundaries, then yes, you're going to get this sword and you about to get cut all the way up. So stand in those boundaries. Do not let motherfuckers cross it. Protecting yourself is high vibrational, which is standing in your boundaries. Transformation. This is transformation. You are literally transforming into this person who stands in their power, who claims their power, who is in their inner truth, who uses opportunities to set these boundaries and stand firm in these boundaries. This is all a part of your transformation, your evolution, your growth into your highest self. 42. So those are breaking down to 7 and 6. Perception. 21, breaking down to 3. So get your head out of the sand. You're not even able to see things from that higher perspective like that bee. You're not able to see the opportunities. You're not able to see the transformation that is happening to you. You probably can't even see the boundaries that are being overstepped because you have your head in the sand. And they're like, get your head up out the sand. How you going to see everything? Keep trying as well. They were just telling you. And also, Yo Gabba Gabba just popped in my head. Keep trying. Keep trying. Don't give up. 4. Protection. So keep trying, okay? They were literally telling you. They're pushing you off this cliff. Keep going. You're literally almost there. Keep believing in yourself. Stand in your power and claim it. They're not going to let you fail. Keep going. What the heck are these? Let go, bury. See, let that old shit die. It doesn't resonate with you. It's not for you anymore. It's not in alignment. 17, breaking down to 8. Let it go so you can have your abundance. Let it go so you can make room for the new things. It's not for you anymore. 39, better than you can imagine. Once you let that shit die, transformation. It's not even really death. It's new opportunities. It's new growth. It's better than you can even imagine. Dragonflies are also one of my signs, but look at that. It's not really death, it's rebirth, transformation. Let it go. It's going to be so much better than you can even imagine. You don't even know. You're not even looking at the bigger picture. You can't even see. If you zoom out and look at it from the observer point of view and not from the feelings that you're in, you're going to see. And I'm getting emotional again. It's literally going to be better than you can imagine. Your higher self just told you, I will not let you fucking fail. Your ancestors just told you. You're doing it for us. You're doing it for you. We know you can do this. It's going to be even better than you can imagine. Stand in your power. Fix your fucking crown, queen. Fix your crown, king. Get them emotions in balance. Nurture yourself. Immense growth. So much growth is happening. Even when it doesn't feel like it and you're just like, oh man, are you sure? Because I just feel like I just keep getting knocked down. I just feel like how they were talking about that emotional roller coaster, like I'm just up and down. There's so much growth happening. When you are honoring yourself, when you are standing in your power, when you are acknowledging these emotions, this energy in motion, there's so much growth. 15, breaking down to 6, which is reflection. Reflecting on these things, letting go. Bottom of the deck, abundance is coming to you. When you let go of the things that no longer serve you, that no longer align with you, you make room for immense growth, for abundance. It's time. 9. That's releasing things so that you can receive things. It's your birthright. It's not a luxury. This is a birthright. This is your birthright. Don't be afraid to claim your power. Don't be afraid of your inner truth. Don't be afraid. 5151. Don't be afraid of it, because who you truly are, what you can truly do, claim that shit. That is your power. That is your birthright. And you are abundant in it. All the things, you can do them. From telepathy to telekinesis, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all of them, everything. Tap into your power. Remember who you are. Do not be afraid of your power. That's what they want. Your ancestors, they remember this. They remember who they are. But this could also be things that we carry from them. That was the end of that reading. But this could be things that we carry over from them. Like, have you ever wondered why, certain things happen? Things that you're just like, I don't even know if this is mine. Like patterns that you carry, fears, maybe even struggles, things that run in the family, and you're just like, what the fuck? This is exactly where ancestral healing starts to come in. Like, it's more than just us inheriting eye color, hair, whatever the little traits are. We also inherit their wounds, their strengths, their fears, their unspoken stories. But we also are them. Not only am I an ancestral healer, but I am a certified past life regression therapist, and I know time is not linear. Like time doesn't even exist. Like everything is happening all at once. We just have to align to those timelines. We just have to shift. So technically you are your ancestor and you can align with that timeline, but you can also do it in this current timeline and do the healing, and it will very much affect them in those other timelines. Past, present, and future is happening all right now. And this is the beautiful thing, is that we have the power to heal. When we work through these things, these emotions, these triggers, these fears, these patterns, whatever it may be, we're healing. whether it be through meditation, through offerings that we might have. Say you have an ancestor altar or something, you know, and you put offerings, just spiritual connections that you might have, you know, we free ourselves, but also our lineage when we take the time to do this inner work. And that is exactly why you are here in this exact moment right now. You are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing. You are the cycle breaker. You are the healer. You are literally the one your ancestors dreamed. You are the one they manifested, the one they prayed about. And their whole thing was, are you ready to step up into that role and honor yourself and your power? Because the time is now. They're pushing you off the ledge. 55 when I said that. Transformation is happening. Are you ready to step into that role? Because some of these struggles that we're facing aren't even ours, but they're ours to heal. They're ours to change. They're ours to process so that we can identify and then release these generational traumas, these karmic patterns, these emotional burdens that are very much passed down to us that don't even belong to us, but they belong to our lineage. So by healing, we don't just transform our own lives, but we transform the lives of our past, and we create a better future for our babies, but our babies, but also for, you know, just the collective in general. When we heal for the collective. We heal the collective. It raises the vibration. When one person does work, it still collectively raises the vibration. That's how powerful you are. So when more than one of us is doing it, it's still raising the vibration. It's still healing. And it's still creating a better future for those who are coming after us, because we're doing the work. We're choosing to. So you can have these family patterns where you're all of a sudden having the same thing happen all the time. We're struggling financially, or we have relationship wounds, or we're addicted to something, or whatever it may be. You are the one to break this cycle. You are the one to be the change, because they knew you had the strength. You had that red door, the opportunities to break these patterns, to be the change. When you feel blocked, when you feel stuck, when you feel weighed down by emotions, and you're like, these aren't even mine, that's your opportunity. Who am I connecting with? Is there an ancestor that wants to come forward? Do we need to do some healing together? How can I honor you and acknowledge you and release this, so not only does it heal you, but it heals me and it heals our, future generations? Having deep longings for connections with, our roots or our ancestors, because a lot of us had that shit ripped away from us. We don't even know. We don't even know. But we long for this. That's that inner knowing, tapping in, connecting through meditation, offerings. Sometimes when you get these cravings, or you all of a sudden get this smell of something, you're like, what the hell did that come from? Sometimes that's your ancestor coming through, and they're using you. You're like, I ain't never had this before, but why the fuck do I want to go and cook this up and eat it? It's probably your ancestor, and they're craving it, and they're using you. And you long for these things, these connections, but you don't even know where they come from, but they are you. You are the cycle breaker. You are the healer, and you are the bridge between the past and the present, but also this new future generation that is coming. And they're like, we want you to celebrate. We want you to heal, because you're doing this for all of us. So when you heal me, and you need to celebrate that. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. But we signed up. They knew we could do it. So if you feel called to do it, some of them want to connect with you. A lot of them do, actually. They just wait for you to connect with them. They wait for you to ask for help. Maybe if you feel called to it, you can create an altar. I have an altar right here in front of me, and I have my brother's ashes. I have my nana's ashes. I have my father-in-law. I don't have his ashes, my cousin, but I do have his pictures, but I have all those other ashes. If you feel called to, you can create altars. I have things that they liked, like my nana, I have a bottle of Don Julio. My brother, I have next to his picture and his ashes, I have Hennessy. I have his sprays that he liked. I have my nana's spray that she liked. I made dominoes, resin dominoes, because Nana loved to fucking play dominoes. So I have dominoes on there. Like, put things on there. I have candy that I know that my brother liked. I have candy that I know my nana liked, my father-in-law liked. Like, if that feels right to you, you could put candles on there. You could put food, but honor them, connect with them. I have water for them, my brother's cup, I have his Lakers cup. So it's like, do what feels right, but they want to connect with you. They want to know that, they have a connection and a space with you. So they have a space in my house, and they know they do. But that's up to you, they also say, like, you can connect with us through meditation. You can visualize us. When you think of us and we pop in your head, like, that's us connecting with you. That's us, coming forward. Even in your dreams, that's us connecting with you. So, that's very much times where you can use to even, like, connect. What am I healing? Like, how am I helping you? Or, what are we releasing? You can also do like energy healing. You can do Reiki. I actually offer ancestral healing. So there's many different ways that you can connect with them, and you don't have to use services, but if you want to, it's easy. It's guided meditations and things like that. But I also like help you with like a family type tree thing. But even past life regressions can help. You can do rituals that you, like I said, sit with yourself and you pull these things up, whatever comes to you, however feels right to connect. Like, they are just trying to say, like, we want to connect with you, and we have ways to do it. So I don't know what feels right to you, but they're saying, like, connect with us, honor us, invite us in when you are having struggles, but even when you're having victories. Like, we want to understand you. We want to, also let you know how we influence you as well, when things come up for you, these blockages, but also these joys. This is very much them. And they want to better connect with you so you can understand them and they can understand you. They're also saying like journaling. You can journal with them. You can write letters, releasing pain, or even asking for guidance from them. You can do burn releases when you do these things, letting go with the intention that not only am I releasing these pains, but I'm transmuting this shit. Mother Earth, do what you do with it, but also setting that intention. If you're asking for guidance, it's going to come to me in a dream. It's going to come through me through, this song, or maybe the next thing that I see, somebody's going to say it, or I'm going to read it in a book, or I'm going to hear it in a song, or this angel number, I know what it's going to mean, or I'm going to see this animal, or I'm going to see this butterfly. But, asking for guidance and setting that intention. I very much have ways that I connect with my spirit guides, and that's pretty much what it would be. Like, I will tell them, like, send me this if this is what you're trying to tell me. Like, that's kind of like when I was saying I saw the frog. I already know what the frog means. But some people will be like, oh, I don't know what this means, I got to go to Google. But you don't have to go to Google. You can literally sit in meditation and set the intention. This is how you're going to connect with me. If I see this, or if this is you, send me this. And motherfucking watch them send it to you. Watch them send it to you. You guys heard my story the other day. If you were on my live the other day when I was talking about my mom at the park, and Hecate sent me all them damn ravens, then I was like, okay, if you really my mom, send me a black dog. She sent me 2 black dogs. I was telling my husband, there she is. He said, well, then she should have sent you a brown dog. Why the fuck did she send me 3 brown dogs? In your face, babe. Yeah, she will ask and they will show you. They will send you the messages, but you have to be open. You have to be willing to, trust. Don't doubt these things and like question it, because then for what? Trust your intuition. Trust what this message means for you, but they're asking for us to basically break these cycles, to be the change, to identify and to release these traumas, these fears, these limiting beliefs that are no longer serving us, that they have passed down to us. They're like, hello, we didn't know shit, but now we are in this different perspective. We can see things differently. So we need to let this shit go. And you're the one. You are the one. So, by addressing these wounds, by, like I said, taking the time to connect with them, we create healthier relationships, not just with our guides and ourselves, but for our family and for our future generations. But also, like, we reclaim our power, we reclaim our gifts, because many of our ancestors had spiritual gifts. They had these healing abilities. They had these intuitive, gifts that most of us have suppressed, which is exactly what I was saying. We can all do this shit. We just have to remember how. And that's a part of us reconnecting. That's a part of us letting go of the things that are not aligning with us and that are not serving us, so that we can remember those things. We can reconnect with our ancestral wisdom that's been lost. So that's like the whole point of us healing and releasing these things. We can also tap in and remember these things, because we all have it. Our ancestors had it. And that's why they're like, you have this strength within you. You're guided. You're protected. You're supported. And you're healing me. You're healing yourself. And you're healing, our lineage. And this is what they want. This is so supported. This is that nudge that they're giving you. This is that transformation. This is you choosing you. A lot of the times they couldn't choose themselves. They couldn't do the things that they wanted to do, especially when colonizers fucking came up in here. So, you know, healing for them, it's fully supported. It's actually like encouraged. They're like, when you heal yourself, it's like healing the wounds that will then allow for you to have this more liberated and harmonious path. Right now, you could be, like I said, experiencing financial struggles. You could be experiencing addiction. You could be experiencing so much heartache and pain. But they're like, when you release these things, when you work through these things, and you choose yourself and you love yourself, this is more harmonious and more liberated than you could even like imagine, because we keep ourselves blocked, we keep ourselves, you know, suppressed when we don't acknowledge these things. And some of them, like I said, don't even belong to us, but they're coming up because we are the one to heal it, to let it go. So honor yourself, honor your ancestors. When things are coming up, really look and see, you know, is this being passed down through my lineage? Is this something that I created for myself? You know, how am I honoring myself and my ancestors? How can I transform these things? But also, like, what are my strengths when I resolve these wounds? Yeah, they're just like, you need to step into your full power. That's it. They're just like, step into your full power. You're being pushed. Like, this is this is what is needed for our lineage. So, I mean, that's a lot of our ancestors coming through right there. Like, collectively, there's so many of us who have been suppressed, who have been, you know, blocked, traumatized, so many things, you know, things that were stolen from us, our own like beliefs, practices. And that's exactly why they're saying, like, by engaging in these healings, by practicing these things, by breaking these cycles, you are very much honoring us and you are supporting our lineage. Because there's like so many, like, even like people who could have these witch wounds and things like that, healer wounds, like psychic wounds, because you're afraid to be who you were, because 113, maybe your ancestor had, you know, they'd been like unalived for it or whatever. So they're saying, like, stand in your power now, honor yourself, heal these wounds by being authentic, by being creative, by expressing yourself, because this is how you heal us. Hello, thank you for coming. I know you're late, but it's okay. So I have to find it. I have a message. Where's my phone at? Um, I have a message that I wrote in my notes. I meditated on this for you guys. Um, okay. So it's not a long message. It's just what came through. So You are not alone in your healing. Your ancestors stand with you, guiding you through the shadows into the light. Every wound you heal is a blessing for the generations before and after you. Trust that the pain you release was never meant to be carried alone. You are a cycle breaker, a way shower, and a bridge between the past and the future. Call upon your ancestors, and we will answer. And that's the message. So thank you everybody who joined me today. What are we talking about tomorrow? If anybody wanted to add anything, that would be wonderful too, but that's just what I have. That's what I channeled during my meditation, but then whatever comes through for the message, for the cards, we just go with it. Tomorrow is manifestation and abundance. That's going to be fun. So we could talk about that tomorrow. If anybody would like to join me, I will be here at 4:45, and it's Jupiter Day, and Jupiter is all about abundance, manifesting. So we're going to tap into that energy and expand on this abundance that keeps coming out, because yesterday they also said money was coming. Today they said that, you know, abundance is coming, good news is coming, new love is coming. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow with Jupiter energy. We're gonna talk about how to release blockages, you know, how to manifest, how to create. Oh, you're so welcome, Princess. Thank you so much for joining. I love you. So yeah, if that's all, anybody else wanted to add anything, but I will be back tomorrow. So that's a wrap, beauties. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. Your energy, your light, and your magic, they're always felt and appreciated. I want you to remember that you are love, you are powerful, and you are infinitely divine. So if any of this resonated or you just like what you heard, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe so that we can keep growing this sacred space together. Until tomorrow, you guys, stay radiant, stay empowered, and most of all, stay magical. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.